Okay, next, now this is really going to be cool. Now we all need to practice something here. Our next performer is going to do poetry reading. Now I wonder how many of you remember back in the beatnik days, man, in the clubs in the Greenwich Village, when poets used to give performances. When you were done, you didn't clap. You snapped your fingers, man. So everybody practice, snapping your fingers. Come on. All right, cool. So we can all get ready for Sarah when she's ready to go. Curtis is positioning the mic just perfectly. It has to be just perfect. So Sarah's going to do a little poetry reading. Here we go.
Good afternoon, everybody. There we go. It works for me, too. Okay, Pastor Ed, you've got competition. All right, so I'm going to be performing 3 poems for you. The first poem is written by Carl Sandburg, and it is part of his Chicago collection. To me, this poem represents the potency, the power of the people, and also our remarkable fallibility. It is called I Am the People, the Mob, by Carl Sandburg. I am the people, the crowd, the mob, the mass. Did you know that all the great work of the world is done through me? I am the working man, the inventor, the maker of the world's food and clothes. I am the audience that witnesses history. The Napoleons come from me, and the Lincolns. They died, and then I sent forth more Napoleons and Lincolns. I am the seed ground. I am a prairie that will stand for much plowing. Terrible storms pass over me. I forget. The best of me is sucked out and wasted. And I forget. Everything but death comes to me and makes me work and give up what I have. And I forget. Sometimes I shake myself and spatter a few red drops for history to remember. Then I forget. When I, the people, learn to remember, when I, the people, use the lessons of yesterday and no longer forget who robbed me last year, who played me for a fool, then there will be no speaker in all the world to say the name, the people, with any fleck of a sneer in his voice or any far-off smile of derision. The crowd, the mob, the mass will arrive then. The next poem I'm going to perform for you, I wrote a couple months ago on a very gray school day. For a journal assignment, I had 700 words to fill, and I figured, what the heck? This poem was written about a building across the street, and it is called Bricks. If I were a brick, that brick over there on that building, 3 bricks down on the left side of the corner, then I could observe all the goings-on of the street from above, far up and removed from the hassle and heyday of everyday existence. Life is too exciting too often. If I were a brick, that brick, I would be the same day in, day out. The weather might change, but I would be static. Static in rain, snow, sleet, sun. There could be broken cars, but I would have no need of going anywhere. There could be lost friends, but I would be beyond the reach of human loneliness. There could be riots in the street, blood spilled over foolish squabbles or virtuous causes. Can any cause of killing be virtuous? But I would be too high to be stained by violence. There could be broken dreams, clogging the storm drains and overflowing onto the sidewalk, but I would dream proudly on of one day after another. The solid monotony of duration. Duration, the less courageous version of endurance, for it takes will to endure, and only eternally repeating happenstance to door. Suppose a car broke against the wall under me. Suppose the bricks beneath me, the friends who hold me up, crumbled. Suppose the riot brought down the building that was my safe haven. Suppose my unambitious dreams fell from me and broke on the asphalt below. Then what? And the last poem that I'm going to perform for you today, I think of as the culmination of the first two poems I've read. It's sort of... If you guys weren't waiting for me to get off of the mic, I would explain to you how it is like this in my head, but that would take too long. So I'm just going to launch right into it. It is called Summer's Day, and it's written by Mary Oliver. Who made the world? Who made the swan and the black bear? Who made the grasshopper? This grasshopper, I mean, the one who has flung herself out of the grass, the one who is eating sugar out of my hand, who is moving her jaws back and forth instead of up and down, who is gazing around with her enormous and complicated eyes. Now she lifts her pale forearms and thoroughly washes her face. Now she snaps her wings open and floats away. I don't know exactly what a prayer is. I do know how to pay attention, how to fall down into the grass, how to kneel down in the grass, how to be idle and blessed, how to stroll through the fields, which is what I have been doing all day. Tell me, what else should I have done? Doesn't everything die at last, and too soon? Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? Thank you.